The Alvord Desert is one of those places that makes you want to pause and think about how lucky we are as photographers when we get to travel to spectacular landscapes. Being out there and feeling connected to a place through photography is what fuels my creativity, and that connection with a subject is what I believe leads to better images. We just spent our first night here, and after a quick sunrise shoot, we've got the middle of the day to do a little playing around and relaxing, but also time to do some exploring and planning ahead for the evening. Working with natural light, the location photographer in general needs to use the middle of the day.
Well, yeah, you've done this quite a bit, so what do you do during the day? I'm going to guess you don't drink bourbon at 11:45 a.m.
No.
So what, I know you wait until 12. You have this thing, it's got to be afternoon.
It's got to be afternoon.
What do you do?
And you spend these hours where the sun is high in the sky and the shadows are intense, looking for what's going to be good when the sun's in a different spot and you have good light.
Trying to find something.
Ground research. You're finding where you want to be, and then you're getting yourself there. With more clear skies in the forecast, the sunset probably won't be very interesting, but we're excited at the possibility of photographing the Milky Way tonight. Unfortunately, the Steens mountain range isn't the ideal foreground for the star photo I want, because you generally shoot stars so wide that mountains don't look that impressive. The better foreground here is the surface of the desert itself. The Alvord is a basin that's sometimes a shallow lake. With no outflow, the lake never empties, it just evaporates, then fills, then evaporates again. Over the ages, this cycle leaves behind a perfectly flat desert and accumulated salts that prevent vegetation from growing. The last drying cycle gives the Alvord its distinctive cracks. There's no moon tonight, which is great for stars, but without anything illuminating the landscape, you have to cheat a little to get a good foreground. We found our compositions before dark, exposed foreground images while there was still a little light in the sky, and then tilted up and exposed for the Milky Way several hours later to create vertical panoramic images. Here are the two images I got that night, and here's the final merged image. With Lightroom and the Perfect Photo Suite, it's pretty easy to do this kind of exposure blending, and it's a great thing to have in your toolbox. So check out my Perfect Inspiration video on this topic, and we'll finish up our Eastern Oregon road trip in a few weeks. Next, we're headed up the highest road in Oregon to the summit of Steens Mountain.